good? It's your girl Monique back again. All love and no hate. Welcome back to my page. If you're new, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. Also turn on your post notifications so you don't miss any of my future videos. Today guys, I'm gonna go ahead and be talking about easy life hacks slash money savers, energy savers, earth friendly ideas. So one of the first ones is, I know a lot of us tend to forget about this, but when you brush your teeth, make sure you turn off the water. Also, another one is recycle, reduce, reuse. I know you guys heard about this when you were younger and used to see all the little funny commercials that they would advertise, but actually it really helps. It's eco-friendly, so who wouldn't want to help eliminate some of the pollution and a lot of the stuff that we have on our worlds, guys. By doing these simple little things, I mean, we can save, not only save money in the long run, but also save our worlds. Another big one that I struggle with, of course, with my family and my kids, is turning off the lights when you leave a room. So if you're not in a room and the light's on, turn it off. If you have something that's plugged in that's using energy and it doesn't need to be, turn it off, guys. Save some energy. Also, another big one is at night when you go to sleep, or even at the end of whatever session you have or whatever you're doing, make sure that you turn off your computer, because a lot of people leave their computer running and it consumes a lot of energy. Even though it might be hibernating or sleeping, it's still using power. So that's a good one. Another one is, I'm kind of guilty of this, is rinsing your dishes before you wash them. So whether I'm gonna wash them by hand or use the dishwasher, I always tend to rinse them off with hot water. So don't do that. I guess it kind of makes sense to save some water, correct? I mean, you're gonna wash them anyways. So what I've turned to doing now is kind of just letting them soak a few minutes before I wash them, and then yeah, everything comes off pretty easy. Another one is, check your light bulbs. Use energy efficient light bulbs. You can go to Lowe's, Home Depot, I'm sure, and ask about this. They'll be able to guide you and tell you a little bit more about like what are energy saving light bulbs, also what are the right wattages for whatever appliance or whatever it is that you may be utilizing, I guess. Here's a pretty cool one. I thought that was cool. Use paper bags instead of plastic. We all know them plastic bags end up all over our worlds, and instead of creating more of a burden on our planet, turn to paper. Or better yet, use those reusable bags that I see a lot of people now starting to use. I know in New Mexico we're going to be starting this new tax thing to where they'll start charging you, I guess, so much cents per bag, and it's probably because of the fact that we don't recycle, so they still want to get that money out of that plastic bag. But my thing is these bags are a nuisance to the world. I see them all over, but yeah, try utilizing reusable bags or paper bags. Also, another cool thing that I started is drinking tap water instead of bottled water. So I went to Walmart and I bought one of those big 5-gallon jugs, and I put it in the refrigerator. What I do is when the kids get hungry, of course they're gonna want to drink something, so I refer them to that refrigerator so that they can drink that cold water instead of just popping open a bottled water and throwing it in the trash. So that's a pretty good one. Another cool one that I found, guys, was go paperless. So like a lot of us have bills, and I know for me a lot of my bills are accessible online, or like even through like direct pay through my bank or whatever the case is. Go paperless so that you're not stacking all those bills all over the place and wasting paper. You can just see it through your phone, your computer, whatever it is, and you still have your bill. It's just you don't, I mean, if you're able to go back and print it, that's cool if you ever need it. So but yeah, I totally agree with going paperless. So here's a cool one that I found, and I believe it's actually a fact. So everybody gets roses. Well, I would hope everybody would get roses, but at some point in your life, if you do receive flowers, a little dash of vodka inside the water before you place your roses inside your vase or whatever you're using. Sprinkle a little dash of vodka, guys. I know it sounds kind of crazy, but it actually preserves your flowers, so your flowers will last a lot longer than they normally would. Also, another thing is get in the habit of reusing things. So like, for an example, bags. I already brought up like the plastic paper bag thing. The reusable bags are pretty cool too. Also, reusable cups. Food containers are good ones. So like, if you, instead of going out and buying all this fast food and creating all this trash in the world, pack a lunch. You cook the night before, utilize your food containers and pack you a lunch. It saves a lot of trash in the long run. Also, cloth napkins. A lot of people think like, oh, I'm gonna buy paper towels, but it's convenient and it's easier, but in the end it's hurting our earth, and it just makes way more trash. Pollution, like I said, pollution is what's killing our planet. Here's another cool one. So always wash your clothes in cold water. I know, like, for me, I just automatically assume like, oh, hot water is gonna help clean it or make it better. It doesn't really honestly make a difference. And I've noticed with the white clothes that when you do cold water, the stains come out a lot easier than with hot water, because I believe hot water sets the stain, whereas cold water kind of rinses it out of your fabric or whatever it is that you have. Also, guys, you can contact your local power company or energy company, whatever it is that you guys utilize, and they offer these energy efficient kits to where you can get slow flow water heads for your showers, a slow flow hot faucet for your sink in the kitchen. I did order one of those packets, and I can tell you it's pretty cool. The little heads that go on the shower are pretty cool. And you think like, oh, it's not gonna put water. I thought that because I was like, it's probably gonna put less water. What it does is just kind of slows down the pressure. You still get the same amount of water, but slower, so that you're less likely to waste water. Here's another cool one. I know a lot of people don't really like to, or it's more convenient to kind of just wash and dry and then fold and put away your clothes. But if you do have access or options to line dry your clothing, that is a great money saver, because not only are you saving money, you're saving energy, you're saving, in the long run it starts to add up. Also, if you have to go to a laundromat, it saves you money spending there, because you have to pay to wash it, and then of course now you got to pay to dry it. So if you can hang dry some of your clothes, do so. It doesn't hurt, and it also preserves the life of your clothing too in the long run. Here's a cool fun one that I do. Make your own cleaning supplies. So a lot of people don't really know that you don't really necessarily need all those harsh chemicals to clean everything. For instance, my go-to are lemon juice and vinegar and baking soda. Yes, so yeah, it sounds kind of funny, but it's very, for one, it saves money. For two, it cleans just as good as any cleaning product that you can buy off the market. And three, it cleans better than whatever you purchase off like a shelf at Walmart, or let's say wherever you buy your cleaning supplies. It cleans a lot better. Plus, it's more useful for everything, and it's very kid friendly. So like, I have a baby that crawls around, so the floors, you know, just doing lemon juice and vinegar to mop cleans your germs. Plus, it smells very pleasant. Well, guys, these are just a little tips that I came up with for energy / money saving ideas. I hope that you guys find some of these interesting, or maybe even creative. If you liked this video, go ahead and drop me a like down below. Also, if you didn't subscribe, go ahead and subscribe to my page. make sure you do turn on your post notifications because I'm going to be dropping videos back to back. I appreciate you guys watching this video and taking the time to listen to what I had to say today. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and close this out. So like I always say, just remember to spread the love. You never know who could need it.